We're streaming.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying
Uh,
to switch yours and my screens around, which I do every time, but for some reason it's being a stupid bitch about it and it won't do it. Oh, okay. Now it does it. Golly. That was a thing. Oh, we just saw behind the looking glass.
the Jim Short look.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, yeah, I guess I didn't think about this until just now. Okay. Oh no, it's not over enough.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Bitchin' technology. Now you just
Perfect.
need the shorts or the sweatpants.
Yeah, the my sweatpants.
Yeah, no, the ones I just sent you a link, the Nicolas Cage sweatpants.
When did you do that? So
Uh
recently, I'm gonna feel bad if I
like
because I imagine they're just his face on the pants, right?
Friday and Saturday, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I opened it and it took me to some like weird download the app thing. And I was like, did
Oh.
Jesse get that? So I moved on.
No, no, it was a link, but it was apparently a link to it was a Wish. It was from Wish,
Yeah.
but it was from I don't know if I saw it in the app, but it must have wanted you to download the app or something.
Let me see if I can get there again. Do you want to
Nah,
develop an app?
it's just flesh colored sweatpants,
Oh,
but
so I can look at the. I can look. It's on the preview.
yeah, yeah, you get the
Uh,
gist.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, I'd totally wear those. I would absolutely wear those.
His mouth is on the dick. Um, did you enjoy my Among Us shenanigans?
Oh
Felt like
man, I started having a lot of fun with just like following you to prove that you weren't the fucking imposter. Oh, I told my brother, I was like, "Hey, Chris, get ready. We might drunkenly play Among Us after our podcast tonight." I would expect a lot of the same shenanigans.
I had a lot of fun. I was laughing out loud and like when I was playing, and then I joined up on on the computer as well, and so I'm sitting here like one hand on my phone, one hand on the keyboard, trying to like move both of them at the same
I don't know.
time.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Good for you, sir, for being able to do two fucking two characters at once.
If you were paying attention, it was not going well. Like one of them was going up and like hanging on a wall while I was like running with the other one, and then that one would stop, and then the other one would kind of run.
Well, Chris was in the chat talking about how he was just like, Steve's just standing in the cafeteria. I don't know what Steve's doing. He's just standing there though.
Yeah, that's because I was focusing on Steve original.
Yeah.
Oh God, I was laughing. I mean, it seemed like it was just kind of like a spur of the moment strategy where I was just gonna like say it was me like every time.
Oh, I know. And
See
it
how far.
worked for you. It worked for you on like the third, like when you like caught all of us or whatever. Like the first time you won and you were the imposter. Mike and I we were just like, was he laying the groundwork the whole time?
I noticed. No, I was standing next to you guys, and you know how it has like a countdown before you can kill somebody, and not neither one of you, neither one of you like was would press the button. I'm like, it's only a matter of time before one of those assholes hits that button, right? And you just never did. So I just
We talked about it each time. We're like, we should just do Steve, right? We should just do Jesse, right? And then like, I'm starting to be. This game has been really fun because I've gotten to like hone my lying skills, and then also I've been able to pick up when Chris is lying. Like I can tell when Chris is lying. If Chris is talking about how he's like, if he makes the comment, "Oh, the asteroid game," listen to the way he says. Like there's a little bit of sweetness on it because he's the imposter and wants to kill you.
let's do the asteroid game.
Are we officially podcasting or are we just broadcasting?
We're broadcasting.
Oh, okay.
but we can start it right
Really, you
now.
can throw the fucking tune in any time,
I'm going to right now.
and it doesn't matter.
It was fun. I was literally like the time that I killed you and Mike. I was I started laughing so hard. Oh god, I got you guys. I was laying the groundwork but at the same time I was just like, how far can I take this? Like, if I just kept doing it, and then people stopped trusting me, but they did trust me, and it's like, well, he's not the imposter because he says it every time. But I rarely was the imposter, and I only
Yeah,
killed two people that whole time.
Chris was the imposter most. I
All right,
love that game, man. I love it.
all right, playing it right now.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Yo, Juice Nation.
Awesome.
Welcome to the grandest night of the year. Jesse, I'm glad we can have this night together virtually.
Yeah. Let's have a great night, everyone. Let's
This
have
is our. I was also thinking about it yesterday, man. This is the second to last episode of our like season, unless we just keep. I also thought about that. Maybe we just keep going and we just podcast about whatever the fuck we want.
yeah. I thought about that as well. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see, right? A lot of times we take a little break and then come back for when the official season starts. But guess what?
What, Jesse?
Juice Nation. It's
Oh.
the Juicies.
Nice. That's kind of weak though.
Yeah, the
Good.
volume was down. I should have checked that first. Let's see what happens when I crank it all the way.
Whoa! All right, that gets the desired effect.
Don't
Holy cow.
say I didn't warn you. Anyway,
Not as good as that last one. The loud popping one is the way you want to go.
it was very loud. It's juicy time. So what we'll do is we'll mess around for about an hour and a half, and then we'll be like, we got to do our juicies, Dad, and then we'll do them quick in 10 minutes or so.
I actually wrote down mine earlier today, man.
What?
And I kept my pre-jack so I can talk about what my pre-jack was. And
Oh,
what my
dude, I got that all written down. I got pre-jacks, I got mid-jacks. And it's
Oh
time.
man, I forgot about the mid-jacks.
Yeah, dog. Are you sure your pre-jacks weren't your mid-jacks?
I am not sure.
I will
that.
know once you start saying them. Don't worry.
Okay.
Also, I have the revealing of Alicia, Michael, and Danielle's pre-jack picks.
Yeah, but what about their? I wonder if they. I hope viewers on Twitch right now submit your picks when we do these things. I think it'd be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping for some debate, man. I have a feeling we're gonna have a good conversation about offensive rookie year or, you know.
Well, probably nothing that we've ever already had on this channel. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But I'm excited because Alicia and Mike and Danielle, who are all three in our fantasy league, did their picks, and right after we did the fantasy draft for this year, and nobody has known about them or nobody knows what they are, except for me, of course, because I'm looking.
Yeah,
at
this
them.
is titillating.
It's pretty fun. It'll be interesting to see because when we do it, we mostly compare to what we did with our mid jacks, right? Because we kind of updated them. But these are straight from the draft, bro. This is preseason stuff.
Yeah, dude, this is exciting. I'm legitimately excited. There isn't a whole lot of football news I feel that we need to talk about, but we
Oh, yeah,
also
but-
haven't seen each other face to face in a week. So I mean,
I have a ton.
what the fuck, Jesse?
I know. Well, I had some stuff for the Super Bowl, right? Because Super Bowl is Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. Did I say the Super Bowl? I shouldn't say the Super Bowl, but it is the Super Bowl. I hope we don't get in trouble for saying Super Bowl.
Jesse, is it Super Bowl?
No, it is
Oh.
the Super Bowl though.
Oh, what Super Bowl is it? Is it like Super Bowl one?
No, it's like it's Super Bowl in the 50s, right? I don't even LV. It's Super Bowl LV.
Super Bowl L is Super Bowl like L and Super Bowl L is like Super Bowl LV Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl LV. Super Bowl LV, which I believe is Super Bowl what 55?
Yeah, I
Is
guess
that
I mean like right now we've said Super Bowl more than Juicy, so this the Super Bowl podcast could be the podcast about the Super Bowl podcast
is it
by Jeff.
Super? Oh, it's actually Super Bowl Louis Vuitton. That's what it is. Super Bowl Louis Vuitton, LV.
Oh,
Oh wait, Super Bowl Las Vegas.
it is fun that the Super Bowl is being played this Sunday. The Super
54.
Bowl.
Oh, 55. I was right.
So Super Bowl 55.
Yep. Super
The
Bowl
Super Bowl
55.
55 is going to be played in Tampa, like with Tampa. Like, and I completely forgot about that until I remember that a week ago,
Yeah.
and then I forgot about it until right now.
Right. I kind of forgot about Super Bowl 55 being the location of the Super Bowl 55 being in Tampa Bay. It should. It's kind of funny because the team that's going to the Super Bowl hasn't played the Super Bowl this closely to their home stadium since the Vikings almost did it when they hosted Super Bowl a few years ago, because that was a pretty close one.
Yeah,
That's
but it
that was
wasn't
the Super Bowl run where they went to the Minneapolis Miracle.
Yeah, yeah. That's fun. That's a fun fact. I mean, not fun fact. It's just a fun thing.
Yeah, if they win, I believe it'll be the first time that's happened. Except for, did it happen way a long time ago?
I
Like,
thought this was the first time a team has ever played a Super Bowl in their own stadium.
but did it happen like a long time ago when there was only 5 teams and they played in Green Bay or something?
Let's find out. I'm gonna Google this right now.
One location.
Don't play automatically.
Well, oh, okay. So,
They're the first team to play at home during the Super Bowl.
okay.
The
Fantastic.
Vikings came close in 2017.
Yeah. Whoa. It's literally what I just said.
Yeah.
That website freaking nailed it. I think that website's I think that website is copying us. I think it's
Hey Jesse,
live tapped into our feed.
I'm getting a little thirsty. You want to open up our champagnes?
Yeah, dog. Also, Michael said, "Are you just trying to get caught saying Super Bowl for the hope that they'll catch you?" No.
No. Why would we
Michael.
say Super Bowl to get caught by Super Bowl police?
Yeah, I mean, what are they? What do they own the rights to Super Bowl? We can't even say Super Bowl like the Super Bowl FBI police.
The Super Bowl FBI police. I like that.
Well, somebody's got to keep an eye on the Super Bowl FBI, and that falls on to the job of the Super Bowl FBI police.
Mm-hmm. Jesse, I'm not drinking Bellator tonight, man. I should
Well,
also
here.
probably stop moving around so much.
Let's pop the businesses so that we make sure that we get both pops on there. You go first.
Yeah, dog. Hey,
I'm
man.
also kind of worried that I might. It's something that I haven't used before, so hopefully it
Yeah,
doesn't
I don't
explode.
know if I'm gonna like it, but we'll find out.
Well, I hope it doesn't explode all over my electronics.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm gonna go away. Hey, man, happy juicies.
Have a juices, my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
Look,
yours
man.
was a little higher pitched. Mine was a little lower pitched. I liked it.
Yeah.
Smell the cork. Smell the cork.
I'm gonna smell
That's
the
like
bottle.
the Super Bowl of cork smelling.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet. I can't. I don't have a remote. I don't have a response for that one.
I
I thought about trying to do a Super Bowl thing with that, but Super Bowl is all I can come up with.
Put it in your
Hey, man.
mouth.
Super Bowl cheers
You could be a cork sucker.
to the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl to the Super Bowl.
guys.
Cheers, juicies.
Yeah. Oh man.
Brot. Champagne. Brot.
Whoa. Excuse me.
Oh man, that's not as good as Bellator by any stretch of the imagination.
So I decided to spend a little bit more money on mine, and it was.
I
on
saw that.
sale.
It's pretty fancy.
That's why. I mean, it looks fancy. It was like $13. No, it was 10. It's originally 13. It was $10.
I was expecting a little bit more, but that's fine. I went
Well,
all out.
I
It's fancy. I spent like $10. Of course, when we're used to spending like $7. I mean, it's
Yeah, on
definitely-
Bellator, and Bellator said like this has got a tank. This is called like Frexanet. I don't know.
Fractionet. It's like a brand name. I know what you're. I know. Yeah, but I know. Yeah, I don't know how to.
I just like the bottle, and it was 11.5 alcohol percent alcohol by volume. Wow,
What is it?
11.5 or the stuff. What?
Yeah, the ABV.
Yeah.
It's Freixenet.
Oh, thanks, man.
Freixenet.
Thanks, man. This is like one of those champagne. This is one of those beverages that I really wished I had like mixed nuts or chips or something to eat with because it is gonna be brutal.
This is gonna go down rougher than hell. Mine is. I also splashed out a little bit. I spent a little bit of extra more, and I got. Oh, too much glare. Kirkland Champagne.
That thing kind of looks large, dog.
Brute.
Hey, how many milliliters is that?
It is. It's the standard. It's 750, but it's
Okay.
12% ABV.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Kirkland
really
Signature, produced by Manuel Janssen of Verzenay, France, in the Champagne region. This Brut Champagne, made from Pinot Meunier, Pinot Noir Chardonnay, has aromas of lemon and brioche with a rich texture and notes of green apple, apricot, and a citrus character.
Oh.
This is legit champagne then, because like there's only like legit champagne can only come from a certain
Yep.
region in France. This is a legit champagne. It came from France in the Champagne region.
Yeah, this classifies as sparkling wine.
Kirkland's got their shit together.
Yeah, dude, Kirkland's fucking great.
I agree. I mean, I knew that already. I said it like I was surprised, but
Yeah.
man, come on, forget about it.
Hey, we got Jake Rio on here.
Jake Rio.
Jake, this is actually a big night for us because this is what we call the Juicies, and where the NFL has the NFL honors, we have the Juicies, and we pick. We do a pre-jacks, a mid-jacks, and then the Juicies. And we did our pre-jacks where we picked who we thought it was going to be at the beginning of the season. Our mid-jacks, right? I want to make sure I get that right. Our mid-jacks were the middle of the season Juicies, essentially. And now tonight is the official Juicies. That's why, I mean, like, Jesse's dressed with Warrior apparel, volley testicle, and I'm dressed in my Sunday's best with the CeeDee Lamb jersey and this bitchin' bow tie.
Jake Rio's been around, right? He's been around for at least one of the Juicies.
No,
Maybe
Jake Rio's never. Jake's never seen the Juicies.
But is he seeing the mid Juicies though? Maybe the mids.
I don't remember. He says yeah.
Stick around though. Stick around, Jake, if you want, because we'll go through everything and then you can put your 2 cents in.
Whoa! Also, heads up, we drink champagne, so we get real belchy. And also, Jesse, I'm like nervous for this because I haven't drank anything but wine in a while. Okay, I take that back. I had a margarita from Estella's the other night. It was great. But I haven't had a full bottle of champagne in like a fucking year and a half.
This is technically you have sparkling wine, so you'd be fine.
Oh, okay. Well, in that regard, this is the first time you've ever had champagne on the Juicies.
It's just sparkling. No, you're right. It is. It probably is the first time I've ever actually. This is probably the first time either one is. No, that's not true because didn't remember when your sister got us that bottle that was like this big?
That's true.
That was probably champagne that we had.
Jake Rio's trying to get us to start the Juicies already. Man, we got like an hour of bullshit we got to do first.
Yeah, dog. We got a ways to go.
It's like the original NFL. I mean, I got people to walk the carpet and then they talk about bullshit.
Yeah.
Reward.
Like, hey, what suit are you wearing? And they're like, I'm an NFL player. I don't know. Sears?
Go get him. Sears. No, they're paid way more than.
No, it's true. I'm sure they don't pay for any of that. I'm sure like some designer comes and like dresses them, and so they say Super Bowl LV. So they're probably all decked out in Louis Vuittons. Did I pronounce that correctly, Louis Vuittons.
I don't know.
Louis Vuitton.
I don't know what plural Louis Vuitton is.
It's Louis Vuittons.
You know
Okay.
what's funny? I was sorry, just real quick. I was looking at my pre-jack stuff, and in bold, I got first ejection, Mike Zimmer, and it just cracks me up.
How old is that?
It was the pre-jack this year.
Yeah, but I don't. We did not do first ejection this year.
No, I was the only one who put it on then. I was like, because I remember at the end of the juices, I went, "Oh, are we not doing first ejection?" And you're like, "We haven't done that in a little while." And I was like, "Fuck." Well, I picked Mike Zimmer, and you chuckled.
Well, we did it. We did it when they first did that thing where they were going to start ejecting players, and we were like, "Oh, it's probably going to be Aqib Talib," and it ended up being Aaron Donald, like one of the nicest guys.
Yeah. Oh gosh. That is gonna go down rough.
Yeah, it's going to take a while. Hey, man, did you see the thing with Levante David about how he was telling a story about the NFC Championship after they won the game?
About Brady's speech?
Yeah, how Tom Brady
Okay.
saw some guy crying, so he came up to him and said, "What the fuck are you crying for? We're not done yet." Oh, that was an awesome story.
I really am rooting for the Bucks in this one. I think it'd be fun. I want to see Brady win a 7th Super Bowl. That would be fucking insane, man.
Yeah, you know what, Jake? I'll get to that. I want to get to that stat thing that he requested a stat, which I want to get to. And we will after. Let's talk a little bit about the Super Bowl to get that shit out of the way, and then we'll do what he said to do. He requested to look up the top 10 sack leaders this year.
Oh yeah. Do you want to do that? I can do that while you're talking.
No, I already got it.
Fine.
I was doing that as I did it as I was talking about it. Hey man, it's gonna be 71 degrees, 75% chance of rain, and people were all like, Tom Brady can't play in the cold, and I'm like, that dude played how many years in New England when it was balls cold in an outdoor stadium forever? That guy doesn't give a shit. And now Mahomes plays the same way, so I don't think weather is really going to be a thing at all for either one of these guys.
I like so Jake said he hopes Brady wins. He hates Patrick Mahomes. He's so good I don't like him. Pretty much the Aaron Rodgers factor. God damn it. The Aaron Rodgers factor. Thank you. Brady brought me some mixed nuts for my very interesting champagne.
Freshener.
Yeah, so that's the Aaron Rodgers effect. Like, I hate him because I'm jealous of his talent. And then Mike said he played for New England, agreeing with you with Brady.
Exactly. Well, the whole thing with me and Aaron Rodgers is different from you and Aaron Rodgers. I'm not jealous of his talent. He's to me, he is not a nice person. Slime is coming back for the halftime show highlights of the Super Bowl.
Oh, come on.
They're gonna do the halftime highlights and they're gonna put Slime on it, bro, because they're kids just like us. And the Weeknd's gonna perform, which I am super pumped about, and I'm not being sarcastic when I say that. I have been into the Weeknd. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm looking forward to getting some cleanup time done during the halftime show.
No, you're gonna clean up all the urine from the floor when you piss yourself because the Weeknd was so good, right?
I don't know if there's been a good halftime performance since like Petty. I'm trying to think of ones that haven't just been shitty pop bands.
I thought The Who was pretty good.
Oh man, The Who only has like 4 good songs, and 3 of them all have been killed to death by CSI.
Yeah, well, I thought their show was pretty good. It was just like a concert to me, but
Yeah,
it was pretty good. Prince was good. It was raining out.
yeah.
And he killed it. Other than that, it's just been a mishmash of bullshit.
I want the Weeknd to introduce, like, he's like into it, and then all of a sudden like music changes a little bit. Finds out he has. I mean, we know he has a sense of humor from the American Dad clip you sent, which I watched. I ended up watching that. Oh, I watched it with you.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we hear
What's
an
Purple
accordion.
Rain like?
Weird Al Yankovic comes out, and Weeknd and Weird Al Yankovic close out the halftime show. Then
That would be sweet.
and then
you know,
Whatever.
I don't want him to bring Missy Misdemeanor out because apparently in the last 7 Super Bowl halftime shows, everyone brings out Missy Misdemeanor to sing "Work It" and then she leaves.
I don't know who that is.
What? You know that? Put the thing down, flip it in reverse. It. Are you fucking serious with me right
I'm
now?
not. I'm 100% serious. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott, Missy Elliott.
Oh, Missy Elliott. Okay, say Missy Elliott. I don't know Missy Misdemeanor. I know Missy Elliott.
Her name is Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Look it up.
You, you know the music I listen to, right, Jesse?
Yeah, but that song, you got to know that song. I just sang it for you, and you don't know her only like.
No, I don't really know that song.
Put your thing down. Put your thing down. Flip it and reverse it. You don't know that?
Maybe from a trailer.
Oh, you'd know it if you heard it. I swear to God, you'd know it if you heard it. This is driving my nuts. But so yeah, I'm excited about that. So that's all I had to say. There was a scare because 20 plus of the Chiefs players and staff were gonna go see a barber, and it turns out that he had tested positive for COVID, so they had to stop him from cutting Kilgore, one of their offensive linemen's hair, mid cut, and
Did you
get
see
him
that
the
photo?
fuck out of there. Yeah, he's like half shaved. It's like, just do it yourself, dude.
I know. Like, it almost looks photoshopped because of how perfect it is.
It,
Like, I
it,
feel
it,
like-
it made me feel so weird that someone would pay somebody to just shave their head bald. That I was
Yep.
like, is the part with the hair the like what he got cut? Did they give him hair? Is that why they needed a barber?
I've kind of been wondering the same thing because, yeah, like, it looked like he had a decent head of hair, but then he decided to shave his head, and he went to someone risking COVID to shave his head when he could have just, like, bent
What?
over his.
And he was one of the 2 players that were on the COVID like reserve list anyway. Like, there was 2 players. It was not Mecole Hardman, but the other Demarcus Robinson, I think. Demarcus Robinson and him were on the COVID reserve list, and they didn't know if they were going to play. So he was getting his hair cut by the barber that other people were also going to get their hair cut by. Why would he go first? The guy on the COVID reserve list. I don't quite
I don't
understand
think
what's going on.
Nobody tested positive, though, right?
I don't think so, no. In fact, the final COVID numbers for the 2020 NFL season are in, and the league had a 0.08% positivity rate, which is 262 cases for players, 463 cases for staff. And that would be that's less than if they were just living in their communities. So the
Oh, that's not
NFL
bad.
was safer than the just being out in the community.
Wow, look at that. Good for you, NFL.
Yeah, NFL, you
Yeah, I'm
did
glad
something
that's
right.
that, man.
And that's crazy too, considering that like a lot of players and stuff kind of got wiped out. But then again, if you think about those, could be inflated numbers, huge, because if you think about everybody involved in one NFL team, like everybody that works in the stadium, everyone that in the front office, like IT people, like just like there's probably 1,000 people involved. We could figure that out, couldn't we? If we had 262 cases for players and 463 cases for staff, and you knew that it was 0.08%, couldn't you do that math to find out how many players total there were? Mike, do the math.
Oh, God. You're going to make Mike do math. Hey, Mike, what do
Mike?
you drink, man?
Solve for X, bitch.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Rick, you son of a bitch.
Mike,
Blue Moon, huh?
you son of a bitch. I'm in.
We just watched that. So we have not watched the second half of that season yet. So we started rewatching that season, and holy shit, that episode's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it is good. Okay, Mike, here's the numbers. He said he's going to do it. So it ended up being a 0.08% positivity rate. So what's that? 0.0008. And there were 262 cases for players and 463 staff. So 262 plus 463. Something times 0.0008 equals whatever 262 plus 463 is.
Oh my God! When did this podcast turn to a math cast?
Whew. But you're the one wearing glasses, nerd. And you get a bow tie on too. Don't talk to me.
It completes the look, Jesse. The glasses complete the look.
Yeah. Of a nerd.
Hello, welcome.
Okay, so they came out with a list of the top 25 players in the Super Bowl. Do you want to know who the top 10 is? Perchance. Nicholas.
What? What?
They power rank the top 25 players that are playing in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
You need to start at 1 and see how far you get in order.
In order?
In order. Do it.
Oh my God! Man, you put me on the fucking spot.
Do it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember. All right.
Oh God.
All right. Tom Brady.
Nope, you're wrong. Next segment.
I'm so sweaty now. I'm so warm.
All right, start over.
Oh my God, my head hurts.
I knew you might have to start over after first pick. It's not Tom Brady.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yes. Now, what's number 2? Huh?
How is Tom Brady second to Mahomes? He's the greatest of all time.
Yeah. Well, who is it?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, all 32 NFL teams. Michael. Tom Brady. Yes. Who's next? Who do they think is the number 3 player?
Tyreek Hill.
Nope.
Mike Evans.
Nuh-uh.
Chris Godwin.
Nope.
Uh,
You got down a rabbit hole and you couldn't get out of it.
Worse.
It's not a wide receiver.
Worse.
Worf? No, not worse. It's an offensive player.
Oh, Kelsey. Jesus.
Yeah,
Travis
it's
Kelce.
Kelsey. Yeah.
Wow, that makes me feel stupid.
Then what?
I'm like, I forgot about the best tight end in the league. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. You started. You said Tyreek Hill, which is a good guess. Excuse me. And then you went down a rabbit hole, right? Of
Yeah.
wide receivers and stuff. So what? Who's next?
Levante David.
No, you were close.
All right, so Mike Evans.
No,
Chris Godwin.
the first one you said.
Tristan Wirfs.
No, dog.
I'm so confused now. Levante David. Oh God.
Tyreek Hill.
Oh, I thought we already decided it was him. I thought it was Mahomes, Brady, Kelsey, Hill, and then I thought we were.
Oh no. Sorry, we were still on Hill. Sorry, but that's my.
Oh,
bad.
I'm sorry, man. It's a Tyreek Hill.
Okay, no. Here's the number 5 is our first defensive player.
Levante David.
It is not.
Chris Jones.
Yes, Chris Jones. Good one. So, okay, pause for a second. Michael said that there's 906,250 people, which would be 28,320 people per team. With that math. So, that's a fuckload of people per team. Do you think that Minnesota? Do you think?
No, I think that was per. I think that's for all of the NFL. I don't think that's per team. It was 0.08% in all of the NFL.
Right, but he says that comes out to 906,250 people total, and he said 28,320 per team.
But that wasn't even per team. Like there were like the Titans and like the fucking Steelers or whatever that maybe it wasn't the Steelers, but they had like a ton of cases. I don't think the Cowboys had hardly any that we knew of.
Well, yeah. So according to the numbers, right, there was 200 and some players total. There was 400 some staff total, but there was only a 0.08 positivity, which means that Mike did the math and it came out to in the total NFL there are 906,250 employees, which comes out to 28,320 employees per team. That's not right. They're jacking their numbers, bro.
If that stuff is right, first off, Mike, well fucking done, sir.
Indeed, yes, yeah. First and foremost, thanks for the math.
Off, man. Hats off. Jesus, that's impressive. Secondly, that is a fuckload of jobs the NFL apparently creates and has.
Or they're inflating the numbers and they're full of shit.
Well, yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of
Jesse,
people.
what do you think? What organization do you think is a bigger racket? The NFL or the church?
And in what way is the NFL a racket?
Well, if they are inflating their numbers.
Oh, you mean for COVID numbers? Or?
No, just in general. Because they struck a deal with the government and to like get money and shit. I guess racket wasn't the right word.
Well, so like the NFL's done shady things, right? Like they buried they've buried concussion things. They've they've done a lot of bad things, but the church is historically known for waging wars
and having people killed and not paying.
I mean, and that's just old timey stuff. Let's not even get into the new timey stuff.
I think, you know what? I want to take a pause real quick and mention that I don't think people say old timey enough. That just took me back. I just loved hearing that, man. Old timey. And then you said new to me. I like it.
Well, yeah, I say old timey quite a bit. By the way, number 6 in that list you'll never get in 1,000 years. I'll give you what it is. It's a defensive end for the Buccaneers.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
No.
Levante David.
No. He's a middle linebacker.
I know, but I've said him so many fucking times I figured commit.
It said, Michael, it said 0.08%.
I don't know. Who?
Shaquille Barrett.
Oh. We're not going to do all 25, are we?
Nah. Number 7 is Devin White. Number 8 is who?
Mike Evans?
No.
Tristan Wirfs?
No.
Levante David?
Yes!
Yes! First try, baby! Nailed it!
Nailed it.
Nailed it!
9 is Tyrann Mathieu, and 10 is Jason Pierre-Paul.
Where's
Wirfs is 11. Wirfs is above Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, who are 12 and 13.
That's awesome.
Yeah. 14 is Leonard Fournette.
So Mike just sent a link in the chat, and when I first saw a link, I was like, oh, we got a fucking spammer bot in here. But, ooh, sorry, Mike, but it's just Mike.
Oh, he's got a whole thing. It's a one-stop shop of information that will be continually updated about the COVID-related protocols for players, teams, and facilities. 41,669 tests administered to players and team personnel, and 7,012 total number of players and team personnel tested. Fucking what?
I feel like I'm almost just shy of 1 million people is probably too many positions that the NFL would have, right?
Uh-huh.
I figure like a couple thousand per team, maybe tops.
This makes absolutely no sense. It's the same number next to each other. Listen to this. if you will. What's the difference between these two things? Tests administered to players and team personnel, and total number of players and team personnel tested.
Because
Oh, I get it. They were tested
provided.
multiple times.
Yeah, the number of tests provided compared.
Okay, so that number is inflated because they tested the same people over and over and over and over again throughout the season.
Oh, so Mike's numbers aren't necessarily like people. It's how many tests were done. No, or how many tests were positive. Wait, I'm still confused.
Well, no, the number that we were using and the numbers that we were using, his calculations are correct, but we didn't take into the consideration that it wasn't.
Mike thinks I'm right. I got Mike's seal of approval, Jesse.
No, you
Yeah,
are
suck
right.
it. Wait.
No, you are right. But see, like, if we were to, like, the numbers are skewed because we took the numbers for what they were instead of like thinking that they tested people multiple times. We were thinking that they gave everybody one test. Anyway,
Excuse me.
anyway, whatever, dogs. Whatever,
Yeah.
dogs.
One test would be an insane amount of people in the NFL.
Yeah, and what good would it do to test them all once in the time span of an entire NFL season?
Yeah.
Hey man, the NFL Honors is Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Time on CBS. When we will verify 220 people per team. There you go. That's a
They're all
reasonable
gonna be wearing
number.
masks, right?
I don't know, probably not. The Pro Bowl was on.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean it was on television and it was on YouTube and Twitch and various other mediums of digital programming.
Oh,
I
sorry.
watched it. I watched it today. What?
Sorry, real quick. Mike said so 220 people per team.
I said that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you just weren't paying attention. You're eating your own nuts.
Good point. All right, I apologize, Jesse.
So basically what happened was they played Madden, and they played one person played every quarter. So for the AFC, Deshaun Watson played first, second quarter Keyshawn Johnson, third quarter Derrick Henry, and then fourth quarter Snoop Dogg.
That's great.
And the NFC, oh my God, Murray. Oh my God, Murray. Why? Why am I blanking? Huh?
Kyler Murray?
Yeah, Kyler Murray played first, and then Bubba Wallace of NASCAR fame played second quarter. Jamal Adams played the third quarter, and Marshawn Lynch played the fourth quarter.
Why
Snoop,
the fuck was the NFC so disappointing?
the NFC won, dog.
But why'd they have a fucking NASCAR driver?
I don't know, but he's the one who killed it. Like,
He's a fucking NASCAR driver. NASCAR isn't a sport.
yeah, but he even said during the he's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I only know I have a job that I just turn left all the time.
Mike
Like-
just said, well, the other guys had Snoop.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, apparently Snoop plays Madden. You know, why wouldn't he? But like, yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm in a sport that I just turn left all day, so I don't know if I'm just gonna be able to run left the whole time of this game. But like, he played against Keyshawn Johnson in the second quarter, and Keyshawn Johnson sucks balls. Like, Bubba Wallace laid out like 3 touchdowns on him, and then the team never recovered from it, and the NFC won. Snoop Dogg and Marshawn were freaking hilarious. Like, their commentary. Marshawn, they were playing against each other in the fourth quarter, and there was an interception, and Marshawn got so excited he jumped up, sat down in his chair, broke his chair, and was just screaming. The thing that was kind of annoying is that like Jamal Adams was just screaming into his mic the whole time, and it was loud. It was pretty.
Yeah, that would be annoying, man.
Pretty annoying. Kyler Murray ended up winning the MVP. and I'm assuming that's because Bubba Wallace is a NASCAR driver because he's the one who who ran up the score on Keyshawn Johnson, who sucked. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't go to watch that whole thing for Snoop.
yeah, it was actually kind of entertaining. I found myself giggling a bit. Jamal Adams didn't get super annoying until towards the end of the game, so. But they were all yelling at each other about what plays to play and stuff like that, and it's fun. Oh, let's talk about this Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford deal, shall we?
Oh yeah, holy shit. That's right.
I literally I was going through things and I almost forgot about it as well, and I was like, oh shit.
When I saw that, wait. So I want your hot take. What's your hot take?
Um, it means that the Rams, who by the way are a very offense first team because of oh my god, geez, why am I blanking on names so badly right now?
Are they offense first? Are you sure they're not?
Yeah,
defense?
because Sean McVay is like an offensive guru. He was an offensive coordinator like
Yeah, but their
before he.
defense, is their strength. It's not their offense.
Well, he's supposed to come in and be the offensive guy, but if he can't make it in, if Jared Goff can't make it in Sean McVay's offense when he's like an offensive guy, then he's not gonna make it, and he's definitely not gonna make it on the Lions. The Lions suck. So
Yeah,
he's doomed. But I really am excited for the other half of that, which is Stafford finally being on a team that's worth a shit.
Yeah.
I'm happy with him.
Who do you
for
think
him.
won that trade? Because I think it's the Lions, man. 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and Goff. And like Goff's not terrible, but he's younger than Stafford. He stays healthy. So like I don't know. I feel like the Lions won that trade.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's kind of funny because they traded up 2 picks to get Goff, right? The Rams did, and then they had to basically pay somebody to take Goff for 2 first round picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Rams definitely lost out on this one. They got Stafford, and Stafford's going to be good, but he's not. He's old, right? First
He's
of
like
all,
36, isn't he?
he's been in the league for a while.
Let's find out.
He's 32,
What?
which isn't, yeah,
Wow.
which isn't horrible.
I thought he was a lot older. Yeah, no, 32 is fine. He's got another like 6 to 8 years in him.
Well, let's not judge everything from Brady and Breeze and those assholes. But yeah, he could play till he's like 38. Yeah, 6 years. Yeah, you're right. Um, uh, the Lions though, they're set up to the 3rd round draft pick this year, first round next year, first round 23. Granted, those will probably be lower picks if the Rams finally decide to be good.
yeah.
But I'm super happy for Jared Goff. I mean, you can give the Rams a lower grade for this, but like if they can pull some really deep playoff runs out of this and possibly even a Super Bowl berth with Stafford at quarterback, then they
So
won.
I've had this like mindset this whole time that Stafford was like 36 and shit. But now that he's only like knowing that he's only 32, that is a pretty good trade on both sides now because now the Rams have a quarterback who's going to sling the ball and is going to play through injuries, and he is better than Goff. But the Rams did have to give up 2 first rounds and a third for it.
Yeah, I mean they gave up a third this year, which means they still have a 1 and a 2 this year. And with their 1, they can pick up a. I mean, they got Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson. If they could pick up maybe another Tyler Higbee, right, at tight end, if they could pick up maybe another weapon for maybe a running back, for Stafford or something like.
No, they've got fucking Akers and
Yeah,
Henderson and
yeah, I guess. I feel like they just don't have that blockbuster.
I think they need another wide receiver.
Yeah, I agree. And Cooper Cup's Robert Woods is a little bit old. Cooper Kupp has been injured. Van Jefferson has shown good things, but like I think they could upgrade.
Yeah, I don't feel like they have a legitimate wide receiver 1. Like, I mean, like a starter where he's just like, who's the best wide receiver on the Rams? I don't know, man.
I would say Cooper Cup when healthy, right?
Yeah.
But that's not. I mean, he's good, but I
But you
don't.
don't have a like Jesse, who's the best wide receiver for the Vikings?
Uh, Adam
Thielen.
Thielen,
Like who's the wide receiver for the Cowboys? Amari Cooper. Like
right? Yeah, they don't have that guy. Yeah, you're right. Like
Yeah.
they don't have that guy who's going to be like a top 10 wide receiver.
yeah.
Although Stafford's worked with worse,
Yeah, that's true.
but also their team has the Lions have always sucked. So there you go.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see what he does. I'm glad to have Stafford out of my division, and to have I would rather go against Goff than Stafford any day. I'm just saying.
Oh, for sure, dude. Like Goff is not as good as Stafford, but like I was looking at the picks and then not realizing that he's only 32. So now I'm starting to So now I'm kind of thinking the trade was pretty even.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty blockbuster. I want to see what happens with this because I think it's going to be awesome. Okay, so there's been a lot of talk. Oh, by the way, Marty Schottenheimer got transferred to hospice due to Alzheimer's complications. So Marty Schottenheimer, former head coach in the NFL, is probably going to pass away here pretty soon.
That's depressing.
Yeah, it sucks. And his son, Brian Schottenheimer, just got fired, and he's now like a passing game coordinator, coach, or something somewhere. I can't remember what it is.
We got Emily now, by the way. She's
Hi,
back
Emily.
from our rehearsal.
Hi.
Hey.
You guys are coordinated.
She wishes she looked this good.
Take her easy, Mark Bonanno.
You fucking reverse those words. Mac, what are you doing, bro?
I
Yeah,
wish
Mac-
Scotty was here because it's gonna be Kirk Cousins to San Francisco.
Did you see the thing too then that might actually happen?
Well, there's been talks about it, but apparently there's been no like official like news or offers or anything from the Viking side of things, at least. But I did read a little article about how, and I called it. And here's what needs to happen, Nick. Here's what needs to happen. I have it all detailed out in meticulous detail to the T. Everybody wins. Vikings a little bit more than everybody else, but we'll look into it and we'll see what happens. Three-way trade, NBA style. Houston, San Francisco, Minneapolis, Vikings. The Vikings get Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, and Trent Razorback Williams. San Francisco gets Kirk Cousins and Minnesota's third rounder, which is the lowest of their two third rounders. And Houston gets Kyle Rudolph, Jimmy Garoppolo, and San Francisco's first. Dial it up.
I think Houston gets
Put it on the board.
I think the Houston gets the short end here.
They got a first rounder. San Francisco's first rounder, which is a high pick. And Kyle Rudolph.
I bet they get more with Irv Smith in that trade.
I ain't getting Irv Smith.
Yeah, well,
They can eat shit.
Deshaun Watson's going to claim a shitload if they actually trade him.
Yeah, but we have shitloads to pay him once we offload Kirk Cousins.
There's no way you guys are getting Deshaun Watson. If you get Deshaun Watson, then your team is a Super Bowl bound team.
We get Deshaun Watson. We get J.J. Watt to shore up the defensive line. We get Trent Razorback Williams to add a fantastic spot on the offensive line. And then the world is our oyster at that point. I mean, we got in the draft, we draft another O lineman perhaps, and a safety, a veteran, or I mean, not a veteran, obviously, but cornerback, maybe defensive tackle, and then just go ahead and rack up that Super Bowl win, fellas.
It's never going to happen.
We get J.J. Watt as Super Bowl We get Deshaun Watson a Super Bowl. We get Trent Williams a Super Bowl. We get Adam Thielen his much deserved Super Bowl. Harrison Smith.
Much deserved Super Bowl.
Harrison Smith his much deserved Super Bowl. Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr, Danielle Hunter, Michael Pierce. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Because you're a Vikings fan.
Justin Jefferson gets his first Super Bowl in his second year, and he's like, "Man, this is easy," which starts then a dynasty of Vikings Super Bowl wins after that. It's just Zimmer retires after the first Super Bowl win. We get Eric Bieniemy as our head coach, and then we go on a tear for the next 10 years. And people are like, Watson and Bieniemy, the new Brady Belichick.
No,
it's pretty much what's going to happen.
The fact that he is not once again going to get a head coach position is fucking suspect. It's weird, man. It's fucked up.
Yeah. Like you said it, I think last week that apparently he doesn't.
I guess he tanked the interview. He had a horrible interview with the Eagles.
Okay, here's the scenario. here's the scenario, Nicholas. The Vikings currently have an opening for their offensive coordinator position. Now, Mike Zimmer has historically is super hands off of the offense. It's like, I'll get an offensive coordinator, you take over offense, I'll focus on the defense. Do whatever you want. So, what better way for Eric Bieniemy to say, listen, I'm a valid head coach person. They bring him into Minnesota as the offensive coordinator for a year to show that he can just lights out everything, and he's not Andy Reid's puppet. He is his own man and can win a Super Bowl on his own with the Vikings, of course, with Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, and Trent Williams. And then Zimmer's like, God dang, this sucks, bro. I mean, I got my Super Bowl. I'm old as piss. I can only see out of one eye. I retire. Eric Bieniemy becomes the head coach. Andy Reid's like, man, I really miss him. He becomes our offensive coordinator. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesse, if this scenario happens, I'm gonna look right into the camera. If this scenario happens, you get both these eyebrows, bro.
Oh, you got to strike off that Andy Reid part at the end. That was it. But everything else I've described.
Yeah, I'll strike off the Andy Reid thing. If that happens, you get these eyebrows. I'll let you shave them personally, man.
No, but here's the thing. Like, it's not such a crazy scenario that Eric Bieniemy would go to the Vikings as their offensive coordinator.
Yes, it is. I feel it's a crazy scenario for him to go from offensive coordinator to offensive coordinator. Especially
no, it is. No, listen.
He's offensive coordinator team that's going to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row.
Right, but one of the knocks on him is he doing anything as offensive coordinator, or is it Andy Reid doing everything and he's just kind of like whatever? He's got ties to Minnesota because he left Minnesota to become an offensive coordinator. Like, he was the running back coach when AP was here, so there's ties there. And what better way to prove that he can run an offense than to come to a team whose head coach doesn't want shit to do with the offense?
So I'm kind of going.
It's not nuts.
He hasn't been getting a job because the teams don't want to hire a black coach.
I mean, you could look at it from a racist lens, you son of a bitch, but I believe that makes you racist.
What? That's rude. Hey, should we do these juicies, bitch?
Brand texted me and said, "You all right? What was that noise?"
Oh, she texted me too, but it's not appropriate.
Ayo.
I did it.
Oh, you think Emily was at rehearsal? That's cute. We've done it. Hey, by the way, Derek Foster, who is an Iowa running back coach, is going to the Chargers, it sounds like. It's from Mike. That's a hot scoop.
That's fun. Mike. Thanks, Michael.
Thanks for the hot scoop.
Hey, I think it's just Mike and myself watching this at this point. I think Jake Rio left.
Yeah, probably. Hey, okay, so two things, and then we can get into the juicies, because I really want to get to these juicies. One thing is, since we're talking about Deshaun Watson a little bit, there's rumors that Deshaun Watson will not be traded because they don't want to trade him. There's some NFL execs that say Watson's not going anywhere.
I mean, why would they
Do
trade
you
him?
think that's a do you think that's a good yeah, but he says he doesn't want to be there. Like how well is he gonna play if and how much heart is he gonna have in the game if he doesn't want to be there?
Le'Veon Bell, man. Just throwing out Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell was so good. Didn't want to play for the Steelers anymore. Steelers weren't going to do anything about it, so he like sat out a year. Then he finally went to a new team, and he's just obviously this. I realize now this backfired because he's in the Super Bowl now. But
Well,
it's not. But it's not because of him. Like,
no.
and I kind of feel like, obviously Deshaun Watson is a different player.
Right.
But like he's under contract, so the Texans aren't obligated to trade him, and he could just sit there, sure. But it's going to make him look like a baby.
Well, here's the thing, though. Houston will lose games if he sits out. They'll lose games if they trade him. But if they trade him and get a lot of value for him, then they at least have building blocks to go forward. If they lose games from him just sitting here, they still have to pay him like some money because I'm sure some of his stuff is guaranteed year by year. So I don't know. There's arguments for both sides, I guess.
So did you see
I don't
thing? Did you see the thing that some people are speculating that there might be a three-way trade between Derek Carr and Deshaun Watson? So the Raiders would have to quote: the Raiders would have to receive 2 first-round picks for Carr, which they would then package with their own first-rounders in 2021, 2022 to present a compelling offer of 4 first-round picks to the Texans for Watson, who was reportedly asked to be traded. That would be interesting.
So, what would so Vegas would get Deshaun Watson, but what's the other team involved?
It would have to be there isn't one. Like the Raiders would have to trade Carr for 2 first-round picks and then take those first-round picks for their other first-round picks and then offer them for Watson. The Texans would that would be a hell of a deal for the Texans. They get
Yeah, but you're not going to get 2 first-round picks for Carr.
no, probably not. I could see maybe like 2 second-round picks, but I don't know if I'd offer 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, and that would
offer 1 first-round pick.
yeah.
Would you offer a first-round pick? Like, would you? I wouldn't even take Carr over Cousins.
No. I mean, Carr to Cousins is a horizontal deal. Might as well keep Cousins. He already knows the offense.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. So, what else you got, bro?
I mean, I got other stuff I don't really want to talk about. There's a Bleacher Report article about the blockbuster NFL trades we want to see this offseason. I didn't look at it at all. I thought maybe we could look at it together just to like see what we thought about it, but we don't have to. I guess.
I don't care, bro.
The Browns send Odell Beckham Jr. to the Washington football team. Oh, you would love that.
I wouldn't.
Well, I mean, I don't think that makes much sense for the Washington football team. They don't really have a quarterback to throw to him. I feel like it would just be a waste. And they have Terry McLaurin.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Odell is the player that he used to be.
I don't think so either.
So
It just seems kind of stupid because they got more problems on that team than a wide receiver.
Yeah, they need a quarterback.
Yeah. Carolina Panthers move up for a quarterback.
So
People are super down on Teddy B, by the way.
yeah, I've been seeing that. Apparently, the Panthers are really high on trying to get Deshaun Watson. What the fuck's wrong with Teddy Bridgewater?
Well, Teddy Bridgewater didn't provide a spark in 2020. He completed 69.1% of his passes over 15 games, yet only throwing 15 touchdowns and 11 interceptions.
Okay, so those are like backup numbers, I guess.
Yeah, he's
Those
not
are
not that great.
But also, it was the first year in the system.
Yeah. I love Teddy, but yeah, the Carolina Panthers I think they're going to move on from him. Carson Wentz to the Indianapolis Colts.
So what if the Cowboys trade for Teddy? Teddy plays until Dak's ready, and then Teddy backs up Dak.
What about the best backup in the league, Andy Dalton?
If we got Teddy, I mean, we got Teddy, man.
Do you think? Would you rather have Andy Dalton as your backup or Jameis Winston?
James Winston.
So technically, Andy Dalton never was the best backup in the league because Jameis Winston has been the backup in the league this whole year.
Sure.
Oh, I got your ass. You got. You just freaking got.
I honestly, I mean, like Winston is reckless with the football, but he also throws the ball recklessly. He's a
gunslinger.
Yeah, and I love gunslingers, Jesse. Like I thought Dalton was gonna be a gunslinger, but he fucking was like, he was reserved, man. I did not like it as much.
Well, I feel like a lot of times backups play that way when they come in because they want to put a resume out there for being a starter somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sweet. This is perfect. Thank you.
Wow. Look at all those nuts.
I know. Look at all these nuts I'm going to have in my mouth.
Oh, damn nuts. So, Carson Wentz to the Colts.
That is not unreasonable because Frank Reich is there.
Yep. Indeed.
And I think that would be a very good get for the Colts.
Considering that Phillip Rivers is hanging up and they have nobody to
Yeah.
play quarterback. Wait a second. Is Brissett still there? Brissett's still there.
Yeah.
J.J. Watt to the Green Bay Packers.
I hate that.
I don't like it.
What about J.J. Watt to the Cowboys, huh?
J.J. Watt to the Packers now isn't crazy because J.J. Watt did play for the Wisconsin Badgers. And he would want to go to a contender if he got traded anywhere as opposed to be going to some, fucking Jets or something.
Cowboys dog.
Adam Thielen to the Miami Dolphins.
That's not crazy.
In November, Jeremy Fowler of ESPN reported the Vikings did not want to trade Thielen amid rumors, even after the 1-5 team shipped away edge rusher Yannick Ngakoue. However, a disappointing season, negative cap balance, and the right offer could change their minds. They have 2 first-round draft picks, so send us a first-round draft pick. We'll pull a Justin Jefferson. We'll get another equal replacement for Adam Thielen, and we'll make it happen.
Hurry up.
This would break my goddamn heart, by the way.
Yeah, I know it would. What if he got traded and he just wasn't the same? And then he would go back to the Vikings, boost back up to being great, and then you would have 3 amazing wide receivers.
Yeah. I would miss him. And it would also nullify another one of my jerseys. The one I wear all the time, by the way. I used to wear this one, can't do it anymore because it's signed.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I actually put that bottle of fuck it, what was it? Grey Duck. I put that in our little closed cabinet. It's now protected from the elements.
Yeah, it's sitting above my with all the bottles and stuff in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson to the 49ers. Oh, and somewhere you can hear the sound of Scotty getting a boner.
That would be a good one for the Niners.
Yeah. I mean, Deshaun Watson to any team would be a good addition to that team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that's the only one. That was kind
I'm
of
getting pumped, Jesse.
Ooh.
I think I've only had like this much left of my champagne.
I have this much left.
Get drinking, son.
It's not that much. I'm on the downslope. So, get this. Last year in my notes, I had the top odds for the Super Bowl this year. Does that make sense? And I kept it in my notes because this is the top odds for the Super Bowl this year, as predicted last year. So this is a time capsule, if you will.
What time last year? Like when last year?
Uh, our post Super Bowl podcast.
Okay, so before
This
Brady
is-
joined the Bucks.
This is fresh. Yeah, this is fresh after the Super Bowl. Kansas City just won the Super Bowl. So they're the top odds for Super Bowl as of right after last year's Super Bowl. Go. Kansas City, number one. They knocked that out of the park.
Yeah.
Baltimore, who was a playoff team. San Francisco didn't age well. New Orleans, playoff team.
Close.
Dallas.
Oh.
New England.
Oh. Well,
Well, that was Tom Brady, New England.
New England's AFC, bro.
Yeah, I know. But
Oh,
that was
for some reason I thought you did AFC and then now you're doing NFC. My
no,
bad.
no, no. This is in order by odds. So Kansas City had the best odds. New England. This is Tom Brady, New England. Seattle. Did they made the playoffs?
The playoffs.
But they got beat first round, right, or whatever. They didn't win a game, did they?
They won't. Oh my God, no! I think they got beat. They got beat by the Rams.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, because they played Green Bay, who's the next team on our list. And then
Yeah.
Pittsburgh is the next one.
All right. Man, I love these nuts.
Yeah, you love those nuts in your mouth. Those motherfucking nuts in your mouth.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. No, the Rams got beat. Yeah, the Rams got beat by Green Bay. But the Rams did beat Seattle. We both had that game picked wrong, by the way. Let's do these juicies. Oh, yeah.
No, man, it's exciting. I'm excited. This is fun. I'm excited, Jesse.
The juicies presented by Shanghai. The
Look at this.
juicies
Standing up
presented
for these
by
people. What's that?
the juicies presented by Samsung. Where the
Yes.
Oh my god! Holy shit! The juicy
Presented by Nick's Nuts.
presented by Nick's Mixed Nuts.
Yes, presented by Nick's Nuts.
Oh yeah, motherfucker! All right, let's get started. Shall we?
Let's do this, brother.
Comeback player of the year, Nick. Who is your selection for NFL 2020 Comeback Player of the Year award?
So, for you're gonna have to fill in the blanks here, but in the pre-jack, I picked Randy Gregory.
Correct.
What was the mid-season?
Alden Smith.
You know what? That's not a bad guess, but I am now going with Alex Smith of the Washington Football Team.
Oh my God. You're an animal.
I know,
So
man.
I picked Cam Newton for my comeback player of the year in the pre-jacks. Alex Smith the mid juicies parentheses statistically Big Ben. That was before his collapse, by the way. And
Yeah.
I am going with my mid juicy pick, Alex Smith.
Hey, nice job on the mid-juicy pick.
Yeah, well, he played a game at that point, so it was like
Oh, okay.
he had played a game at that point, I think.
All right, that's a good point.
How do you want to do it? Do you want to do ours and then reveal the other people, or do you want to reveal all of our user people at the end?
No, let's reveal the users with each category.
Alicia came in with, and this is pre-jacks, by the way, so they're going to be a little rough, I think. Alicia came in with AJ Green.
Oh,
Michael, by the way, came in hot with Ben Roethlisberger. which was
Wow.
a fantastic pick.
That is a great pick. AJ Green is a great pick if we're talking like pre-Jacks, but
Sure.
like
Oh yeah, for sure.
he just had a bad season.
Right. Let me just preface this whole thing by saying all of their picks, every single one of their picks, is a great pick for pre-Jack. I haven't looked at all of them, but I remember just being like, these are great picks when they made the picks. Danielle had T.Y. Hilton, but she also contemplated OBJ, but was burned too badly by OBJ in fantasy, I believe.
I get it.
So
T.Y. did not have a great season.
no,
He did around like weekend like 12 or 14.
I think
I think
Ty's years are behind him.
That's
Good years are behind him, but that's fine. He had a great career. Coach of the year, Nicholas.
I had Mike McCarthy for the pre-Jacks.
You
Who was
did.
my mid-season?
Pete Carroll.
Oof. I believe coach of the year is going to be Bruce Arians.
Ah, that's a great pick. That's a great pick.
I really think it is. I mean, like he like just joined this team, and now they're in the Super Bowl. And sure, they got Tom Brady, but who's to say it wasn't Arians to bring everybody together?
Yeah, that's true. I picked Sean McDermott of the Buffalo Bills because I fell in love with the Bills towards the end of the season, and I didn't think love was possible until then. Because I came into the season not enjoying the Bills company very much. I was a bit angry with them, to be honest. My
So
pre-jack was Mike
pick-
Zimmer, and my mid-juicy was Mike Tomlin. What's that?
It's a good pick though.
It's not bad. So Alicia had Mike Vrabel, also not a bad pick.
No, not a bad pick at all.
Michael also went with Mike Vrabel, and Danielle went with Bruce Arians.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Siblings thinking alike.
Yep,
What?
and she did this at the beginning of the season.
That's
Some of
impressive.
Yeah,
Danielle.
some of these picks are very impressive.
That is very impressive.
Okay, let's go to offensive rookie of the year. What do you think, Mike? By the way, Mike, feel free to add in any final thoughts if you want to, not to change your answer, but like you get a final juicy pick if you're here. So feel free to enter what you think now, if you want.
Yeah, because we're doing offensive rookie of the year, and so we're not going to mention yours until we like get to it. So you got time. And plus, I need a drink anyway. I'm gonna drink some water at this point though, because that fucking champagne, yo. Oh, I'm sorry, sparkling wine. All right, my offensive rookie of the year for pre-Jets, I had CeeDee Lamb. I'm guessing I stayed with CeeDee Lamb.
You did not. You went with Joe Burrow.
Oh wow, that was wrong. I'm going with Justin Herbert. I know it's not popular, but I because of you, it's only not popular with you.
Yeah.
But also, like,
I was gonna say
I'm going with
it's
Justin
pretty
Herbert.
popular.
I have an asterisk was like Justin Herbert asterisk or Justin Jefferson, by the way, but like because I think it's going to be a toss up. But historically, they always go to quarterbacks over wide receivers.
By the way, CeeDee Lamb had a good year. Nick, nothing to be ashamed of. I had Justin Jefferson. In pre-jacks, I had Justin Jefferson. In mid-juicies, I had Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
And in my final juicies, I'm going with Justin Jefferson. Let's roll that dice. There's no reason to change it now.
Yeah, you're nothing but you're nothing if not consistent, man.
Indeed. So Alicia went ahead and went with Jonathan Taylor, which is a good pick. Very
That
good
is
pick.
a good pick. That is a very good pick.
Mike went with Tristan Wirfs, who played his balls out. The only problem with Tristan Wirfs is that he was not a quarterback or a running back or a wide receiver. But other than that, he should get consideration for this award, right? Because he played balls out.
Yeah,
And good for him, Iowa player in the Super Bowl. How about that?
yeah, that is really awesome. Like an Iowa rookie is in the Super Bowl, and then like an offensive line starter.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of there's actually quite a few Iowa players. There's Ben Neiman, who's a linebacker for the Chiefs. Not Kirksey, but Come on, Hitchens. Hitchens, starting linebacker for
Um,
the Chiefs.
uh,
I always forget some. I always forget some.
um, um, oh, I'm blanking on the name. Mike, help us out. Mike,
Was he?
Mike
What's he
knows
play?
better than any of us.
What's he play? You remember?
Defensive position. Um,
Oh,
I don't know, man.
I always want to say Claiborne, but he's with.
Yeah.
He's not with either of those teams. Epineza. No, he's with the Bills.
Okay, so
That's
I'm
who I
thinking
keep. That's who I keep
he was
forgetting.
the-
That's who
I'm
I keep
sorry.
forgetting. Like that's who I forgot last week.
Yeah, that was my bad. I thought I forgot he was with the Bills. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Danielle said for her offensive rookie of the year, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which playing in a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So tells you something right there. Not a bad pick. Defensive rookie of the year.
My pre-jacks was Patrick Queen.
Yep.
I don't
You
know.
had Chase Young as your mid.
Chase Young is my final, my Juicy's pick.
Yep.
He fucking like he lit a spark for that football team, the Washington football team. Like, fuck.
Well, before I announce mine, I had Chase Young for pre, mid, and I'm picking him for my final juicies because once again, there's no reason to change it. I saw and by the way, when I picked him for my pre Jacks, I had no fucking clue who to pick. I just threw one out there.
It's nice work though, man.
But he was like the considered like number one overall pick, but there was quarterbacks to pick, as it happens. So, but the things that I heard about Chase Young about like how he is like the commander of that defense as a rookie and like as playing beyond his years and just playing lights out. I mean, I feel like he's by far and away the defensive rookie of the year. There's no one else that could probably catch him at this point.
Yeah.
Defensive rookie of the year pick for Alicia is Michael Ojemudia, who is a former Iowa cornerback. So obviously that's money. It's a money pick. He got some playing time with the Rams. Didn't do too shabby, I don't think. And both Mike and Danielle also said Chase Young.
Did you see what
Anthony
Mike,
Nelson, defensive lineman. Another
So
Iowa player.
Mike moved away from Chase Young to Anthony Nelson.
No. He's saying that's another Iowa player.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought he was picking his defensive rookie of the year. My bad. Sorry about that.
No. Chase Young, he picked it. It's locked in. He's locked in. Don't worry about it. How about offensive player of the year? Yeah,
I put Zeke in my pre-jack,
you did. You had Derrick Henry and Mids, which is a great pick.
and that's who I have in my pick for now. Like the Juicy's pick.
That's a great pick. I am very cynical. Apparently, I was in a very cynical mood when I wrote this because I was offensive player of the year for my pre-jacks. I had Adam Thielen. In my mid juicies, I had Dalvin Cook, which was also a good pick at the time. But for my final juicies, I have Patrick Mahomes.
Interesting. See, I don't even think Patrick Mahomes is the reason. I don't necessarily think he's the reason the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. I kind of think this is gonna sound stupid, a whole team effort because, like, oh man, but no, it's totally Mahomes. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, it's absolutely Mahomes.
I'm trying to. I don't know if you can put Mahomes over Henry on offense, like offensive play of the year.
Listen, if it was my choice, Derrick Henry would be the league MVP this year, but I know that's not going to be the way it works.
I know. I want like I have.
I'm being a realist and I'm being very cynical, but cynical according to me because this is not the way that I would write it up. It's not the way I would do it.
So my league MVP, I actually wrote out blank, but should be Derrick Henry.
Right, exactly. So for offensive player of the year, Alicia had Christian McCaffrey. He got injured. Yeah, Mike says, I'm with you. It's Mahomes, but I don't like picking QBs. They get enough attention. Mike said Dalvin Cook, which was super smart. I might have been
And it
drunk,
was a good pick.
and he's like, "Oh, I don't know." So I'm like, "I'll just put Dalvin Cook for you."
Damn
and
it, I'm done.
and it was Danielle said Lamar Jackson, which wasn't a bad pick. I mean, he had a pretty good year. Not as good as last year's MVP year, but pretty good year. Defensive Player of the Year, Nick. You
I
had
had DeMarcus Lawrence for my
and
free
then
jet.
and then who do you think? Then who do you think you had?
Alden Smith.
No, no. You had Miles. You had Miles Garrett.
Not a bad pick for the midseason juicies. And honestly, not a bad pick for the juicies, but I'm going with T.J. Watt as Defensive Player of the Year.
That's a fantastic pick.
I think so.
He had a great year. I had Harrison Smith as my pre-jack. I had Aaron Donald as my mid-season juicy,
Good pick.
and
Good pick.
and I figured I might as well just stick with Aaron Donald. I'll just stick with Aaron Donald. I had him in the mid. Might as well just stick with it. Even though his numbers were a little bit down, he's still a beast. He's still like the. I consider him the best defensive player in the NFL.
He's very good. No, that's not a bad pick.
T.J. Watt, great pick.
I would probably put Watt or even maybe got Miles Garrett over Donald this season.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like a top three there, and those are the top three as far as I'm
But
concerned.
Aaron Donald is gonna make. He's like first ballot Super Bowl. First ballot Hall of Fame. I mean,
Yeah. Okay, so defensive player of the year, Alicia had Joey Bosa. I did. Was he injured?
no.
He just had a kind of a quiet year, maybe. Mike had Nick Bosa and Danielle had Nick Bosa, but Nick Bosa got injured. One of the Bosas was injured,
Yeah.
right?
Nick Bosa got injured,
Okay, so just tough breaks on those two.
literally.
Nah, League M.
I had Dak in my pre-jacks.
Yep, and you had Russell Wilson in your mid juicy.
Oh man, I killed both of their seasons with my picks. MVP I have Aaron Rodgers, but should be Derrick Henry.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I had Dalvin Cook at the beginning of the year. I also had Russell Wilson in my mids. He was lights out at that point. He was the clear front runner for the MVP in the middle of the season. Yeah,
Dude.
like Mike said, Wilson looked locked in at that point. He did. And I have Aaron Rodgers as my MVP. No, he's not my MVP as the MVP because he's not my MVP. It just, I'm afraid Derrick Henry's going to get hosed, just like I feel like Josh Jacobs got hosed in the offensive rookie of the year season last year because of a quarterback.
What if we're both wildly surprised and Justin Jefferson wins rookie in the offensive rookie of the year, and then fucking Henry wins MVP?
That would be fantastic.
If Aaron Rodgers or Mahomes wins offensive player of the year, I would not be surprised if Derrick Henry wins MVP.
I would, if Aaron Rodgers wins, that's tricky though, because Patrick Mahomes is still lurking out there. The last non-quarterback to win, if I am correct, I believe was Adrian Peterson, because he was like 9 yards shy of breaking the all-time rushing record with 2,000 some yards. And getting 2,000 yards is impossible, borderline.
Only 8 people have done it.
Exactly, and like you had good seasons. Aaron Rodgers had a great season. Patrick Mahomes had a great season. But did they do something that only 8 other people in the entire history of the league have done.
That only 7 other people have done. But then,
Right.
like, if you think about it, like, if you put up like Brady's numbers against what quarterbacks have done that in the past, fuck you. Like, that's not. Yeah, like this is something like one running back. There are 64 starting running backs per season per like game or season.
Mhm.
And let's just say that season, you got one who, like, man, I'm not gonna do the math because I've had a bottle of champagne, but but
not
like,
to not to mention, it's a passing league.
yes, and
That's
Derek,
why all. That's why these numbers for these quarterbacks are more inflated. It's a passing league, and so for in a passing league, for a running back to do what he did is it's asinine. It's crazy. It's something that only 7 other people have done.
yeah,
I mean, granted, I feel like his 2,000 yards is more impressive than uh, some of these other 2,000 yard performances. Clearly not Adrian Peterson, but maybe not even more impressive than Chris Johnson's because it was not fully a passing league back then, but like
no,
some of these other like before those guys, right? The people who have gotten 2,000 yards, they were not passing football leagues. They were running football leagues, right? Like I don't know. I mean, I'm talking on my ass at this point, but like
I would put.
I'm trying to like
I think
uh,
Derrick Henry's 2000 is more impressive than Chris Johnson's.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, okay, so league MVP for Alicia was Tom Brady, and wow, that was a pretty fantastic pick for a pre-jack. Uh,
Yeah,
Mike said Lamar Jackson, also a great pick, um, coming off an MVP season, and Danielle said Patrick Mahomes.
well, yeah, I mean that's easy. Don't go fucking jerking Daniel off like that. That was an easy pick. I don't know. Shut up. That was
Honestly, you know what though? Here's the thing about the league MVP. I think the league MVP is one of the most predictable fucking awards of the entire NFL season. I think defensive rookie of the year seems always seems like it's going to be predictable. It's going to be like the highest guy who was drafted into defensive position. It seems like, and the MVP is going to be a quarterback, and it's probably going to be a quarterback that's either won it before or has come damn close to winning it before. Just the way it is.
yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. Here's the pick of all the picks. Here's the pick. The AFC champion is the Chiefs. The
Yep.
NFC champion is the Buccaneers. Oh, let's just go through what they said. Alicia said the AFC champion would be the Chiefs, and so did Danielle. And Mike said the Ravens. All playoff teams, 2 of them correct. The NFC champion, Alicia said the Buccaneers.
Wow, that's awesome. Holy shit.
This is by the way, to preface this, Alicia is a big New Orleans fan. She's a big or not New England fan, and
Whoa.
she's
Yeah.
a big Tom Brady fan.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, now she's a Buccaneers fan. Basically, she was joking about it the whole time in the in the draft. So it's coming through the Tom Brady MVP pick, Buccaneers NFC champion pick, 49ers for Mike. That sucked. They had a down year. They had a lot of injuries. And Colts for Danielle because Danielle is a Colts fan. They gave it their all this year. They really
Yeah.
did. NFC champion is the Buccaneers. Alicia said it would. Wait.
Yeah.
Alicia said it would be the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Already went through that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
she picked Chiefs and the Buccaneers. She picked the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So Alicia is like the new Nostradamus.
Well, here we go then. The Super Bowl winner. Wait, let's do our Super Bowl winner. All right.
Okay.
AFC, or sorry, Super Bowl winner Nick. You picked the Cowboys in your pre-jacks. Green Chiefs in the mid-jacks. Now what do you got?
I'm gonna pick the Bucks. I'm picking the Bucks because it's a home game. It's Tom fucking Brady. They're fired up. The Chiefs have got to lose at some point. I'm picking the Bucks.
I gotcha. The Chiefs don't have to lose shit. They could be the they could be the next, you know, Patriots. They're just the way they look right now is just bananas. They look so fucking good.
Yeah, I know.
Mike says
Gotta
the Chiefs.
It's gotta fucking crumble.
Okay, so I had the Vikings winning the Super Bowl in the pre-jacks, the Chiefs winning in the mids. There's no reason for me to change now. I'm picking the Chiefs. Chiefs win the game. Although, let's be clear, I just want it to be a good game because I like. I think either team could win, and I think it'll just be a really good fucking game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. Yeah, I don't even give a shit about the commercials this year, bro.
Well, it's because they're not showing many of them. They're like already on YouTube. It's stupid.
They're always that way.
Yeah. Super Bowl winner for Alicia, who picked the Chiefs, and she picked the Buccaneers. Now, who did she pick for the Super Bowl? She picked the Buccaneers.
Oh shit!
Of course she did, man.
Tom Brady.
Of course she did. Mike picked the 49ers. Didn't age well, Mike. Sorry. He says in the chat that he wants the Chiefs now. I'm going to write that in for the fella. That's his final pick. And Danielle picked the Chiefs. So get this.
Yeah.
We had two of the three pre-jack people to pick teams that could possibly win the Super Bowl. And Mike gave his final pick, so who gives a shit about what he picked on the pre-jacks?
Yeah.
That's 100% as far as I'm concerned. So I want to go in to. So here we go. We picked a surprise team. We picked the dumpiest team. Surprise team of the year. You picked the Dolphins for your pre-jack, and the Dolphins for the mid-jacks. Technically speaking, Miami had 5 wins more than they had last year, which is tied with the most with Cleveland, who also had 5.
And Cleveland made the
last year.
playoffs.
They did.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Washington football team, and Tampa Bay also improved their scores by 4. Their win totals by 4.
Mike,
who did I-
give me the motherfucking Browns, baby.
Yeah, there you go. You did it. Who did I have? I had surprise team as being the Bengals in the projects, the Chiefs in the mids, and then it doesn't matter for whatever.
You the Chiefs as the surprise team.
Oh, sorry, Steelers,
Okay.
and they were in second. So
Okay. I would have been really confused by the Chiefs.
So let's see. The dumpy team that we pick is usually the team that has the worst record. The Jaguars you had in the pre-jacks, and then you switched it to the Jets and mids because it didn't look like they were going to win a game, and it did end up being the Jaguars.
Fuck.
I had the Jets at the beginning of the season, the Jets at mids, and it was the Jaguars. Now let's take a look a little bit deeper. San Francisco technically had the worst ratio. They lost 7 more games than they won last year. So they went like what, 14-2 to 7 and bullshit.
Yeah, but they also had a shitload of
Or 5. Yeah, I mean their team just sucked. I mean, it just sucked this year for them. Jacksonville had 5 more losses. Houston had 6 more losses, and Philadelphia had 5. That's it. Oh, actually, they had picks. Oh my gosh, they had the picks. Oh my gosh, surprise team. Alicia had the Bengals, Mike had the Chargers, and Daniel had the Colts. Mike changes to the Browns. For the dumpiest team, Alicia and Mike both had the Washington football team, and Danielle had the Giants. Football team was on the list. No, they weren't. They were on the surprise list.
Yeah.
Wow.
They It would be a surprise.
So I mean, we were pretty good. Oh my god, I mopped the floor with the AFC picks from the mid juicies. I had every single team right for who was going to win the division from our mid juicies. I had I had all but one right from the pre-jacks, bro. I picked the
Oh.
Ravens to win the AFC North, and it was actually the Steelers.
Well done, Jesse. Man, I can't be you're still drinking that shit.
Whatever, dog. I've been talking most of the time,
I know.
bro.
It helps
threw-
me.
I threw up a little bit.
Oh, gross.
It's probably fine. It was just the lining in my throat. Look at this. I had that for the NFC South. Wait. Oh, never mind. I picked the Buccaneers to win the NFC South, but then it ended up being the Saints. Those fuckers. All right, dog. We did it.
Yeah.
That's it. Another successful Juicies.
Woo! Next year I'm gonna get a top hat.
Next year you get a monocle. Next year you get a cane.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, why not, man? I'll drink 2 bottles of champagne. Oof.
Did I tell you, Nick? Did I tell you Did I tell you about a putter?
No.
I have a pretty good story about my new putter. I've been wanting to get a new putter for a while because my current putter is like one step up from a mini golf putter. And so I've had my eye on one for years. It's an Odyssey White Hot. They're pretty good. They're pretty good putters. They're always around like 100, 115 or something. But then I got a coupon to buy one for 75 bones. So I pulled the trigger on that son of a bitch. It was I got a thing that was tracking, and it said it would be here in 5 to 7 business days. And 10 business days later, the tracking still said that it was awaiting shipment or awaiting arrival at the USPS store. And so I wrote them back and I said, "What the hell, dogs?" And they said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it must have been lost in transit. We'll get another one out to you right away." And as this is at lunch when I was at work like 2 days ago or something. And so I'm like, "Thank you. That's great. You know, they expedited the shipping. It's on its way. It'll probably come. Well, I don't know about the weather, but it was supposed to come. It might come tomorrow because it's in Des Moines right now." I get up from my desk. I go to the door. It's sitting outside. I don't know when it arrived, but like at some point it arrived after I had written that email, and they expedited another one out. So I come down to the computer. I'm like, "You want to cancel that quick?" I heard nothing, and it's on its way. It should be here tomorrow.
That's awesome, man.
So I don't know. I told them about it, and they haven't said anything back to me. So
Wow, that's awesome.
I don't know. I guess I got 2 of these putters.
Well done, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, I'll sell the other one.
Yeah.
Or you know what? I don't know. Maybe my brother's I don't know, man. My brother's helped me out with some clubs and stuff, so maybe I'll see if he wants it. But wait a second. Is he listening to this? You gotta pay, bro. You gotta pay top dollar. Yeah. So
Mike said that we had a $1,200 printer that was shipped to us by mistake for like 3 months. These companies don't give a rip.
yeah, right. It reminds me of another thing that I did is I went on AliExpress and bought some. They have golf shoes now that don't have cleats. They're just like, not cleats, spikes or whatever. They just like. So in 45 days I'll have some new golf shoes as well. They were $18. And I figure it's freaking February. I might as well order them now, and they'll come 45 days from now. No, I'm not gonna wear them now anyway. So when we get our golf league going, it'll be pretty good,
What do
probably.
you have golf clubs, man?
Yeah, Emily told me you sold your golf clubs. What the fuck's wrong with you?
So Scott broke his back. He said his doctor told him he wouldn't be able to play golf again. So I was like, well, I have no reason to play golf. So I sold my club.
Okay, well that's fine. Then just buy his. He can't play golf again.
He sold his clubs too.
Oh, Scotty. Oh, Scott.
I live and die by brotherhood. I don't know.
It's all right. You can use my old ones.
Yeah.
We gotta go those. Oh, maybe we should. Should we go offline? You wrap this shit up. Then we can get on. We can get on Steam Chat and talk about this stuff.
That'll probably work. This is already probably like a 2-hour podcast.
No, it's not. It's like one. We're coming up on 2 hours. It's like 140. Be like 140 something. I didn't think it was that much.
Oh man, we should wrap this then.
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing the outro right now.
Well, listen to us anywhere podcasts are available.
Yeah, bros. Why don't you just go ahead and tweet us any questions you have or comments about the show, only if they're good, at ProFootballJuice. #JuiceNation.
Yeah, email us at profootballjuice@gmail.com.
Yeah, you could watch us every time we do this live on Twitch or watch old episodes on the YouTubes.
Yes. Thank you to Arcadian Brewing.
Thanks to Smoky Room Films.
Thanks to Brian.
Thanks to #BritBrit and the Emulator.
Yeah, thanks to Mike for viewing us, bro.
Yeah, dog. And Jake, thanks for earlier, but then bailing on us like Christian.
Yeah, you failed, bitch.
Shit.
Shit.
Shit. Peace.